just can't stop making videos today. Show hands with the like button who here remembers Jetix on the Disney Channel. Huh? Come on. Personally, I watched Jetix a whole lot as a child. Yeah, those were the good days when the Disney Channel was more about animated shows and not teen shows like Hannah Montana and all that. So, yeah. There was one show from Jetix that I watched religiously. No matter how many times I've seen an episode, I would watch it. And that show was, and this is a long ass title, I hope I don't screw it up, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyper Force Go. I got it. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyper Force Go. I screwed up anyways trying to say it again. Okay. In my opinion, it's one of the hidden gems that isn't really remembered all that much anymore. Because I don't hear people talking about it a whole lot amongst their friends and all that. But for me, it's worth talking about. What can I say except it's kind of a Power Rangers ripoff in a way. Giant mech, then giant robot that they fight in. Team-oriented colors. So, I want to only cover the main characters, which is the actual team itself. And overall, I think the team was really well done. I mean, Otto, Gibson, Nova, Sparks, Antari. I even liked Shiro, and I know a lot of fans of the show didn't really care for Shiro, but I liked him. I mean, guy gets to hang around with a bunch of super powered monkey friends and get turned into a giant green ape-like energy thingy. The power primate. I wish I had the power primate. Anyways, I'm starting to go a little nerdy there. Out of all the characters in the show, Sparks was probably my favorite. Yeah, because he's red. Red's my favorite color, and I loved his powers. And he was actually, in all honesty, the most dangerous member of the team because he could just wreck the other members of the team. So, anyways, basically the theme of the show was the team fought against the evil Skeleton King and tried to stop all of his plots, and there was another monkey that got thrown into it, which was the original leader of the team, Mandarin. Yeah, I liked Mandarin as a character. I thought he was awesome. His introduction was incredible. Anyways, there are spoilers for the show in this review. If you haven't seen it, well, go watch it. So, the Skeleton King, it turns out later on, towards the end of the show, was the person who actually created the robotic monkeys. And due to a freak accident, because it's of course it's a freak accident that caused him to become the villain of the show, he ends up becoming the Skeleton King. And honestly, there's a few episodes here or there that I didn't think were incredible. I mean, you're gonna get that with most shows. And they weren't terrible or anything. I still watch them over and over again. But I think mainly the animation of the show I kind of thought was perfect. It matched the style of the show, it matched the characters, and it was just perfect. I love how the characters often got their own little stories, a little development here or there. And of course, towards the latter half of the show, it focused more around Antari and Chiro than the other members of the team, which I didn't really care for. I think my biggest complaint with the show was the cancellation rate when they got to the good part where Skeleton King had been defeated before and killed, and he could just come back, and they pretty much just ended it right there. So it was so depressing because I wanted to see the rest of what would happen. But anyway, there are side characters like the Sunriders and all that that honestly really brighten up the show and add more of a dynamic to it. Like, they're not just fighting the Skeleton King and whatever, stopping whatever evil plot he has now. There's more enemies now. There's other stories, and honestly, they could get a little dark at times. Like, seriously dark. Like, the whole cleanup guy thing, I found that creepy. Like, the guy who worked, there's this guy that worked the cleanup crew that cleaned up after all of their destructions, and he sort of hatches this plot and takes over Shiro's role, and he's kind of like stalkerish fan and all that, and I always thought he was creepy. Then there's the circus freaks. Oh god, that was a kind of creepy and dark episode. So I love when shows have episodes like that. Like, they're not all just happy and go lucky episodes where the team like just solves a problem real easy. So I do like the flooding Sugar Zoom City. I think that's one of my favorite episodes. I like Antari when he comes back, because he gets supposedly killed off, and then he gets the new body and all that. So the music for the show, I thought, matched the flow of the episodes perfectly, and the opening theme song was just catchy, and so really sort of like drew my attention to it. So I did like the traveling around the world. Oh, that's right. Through the universe. They travel through the universe eventually. And one of the planets they go to is, well, they don't actually go to the planet, but it's Earth. And I thought that was like kind of like cool in a way. It's like, oh, that's cool. They go to Earth. They see Earth. That's a real neat thing to put in the show. So, right. Before I get any more fanboy, let's give it the rating. 4 out of 5 and thumbs up. If it wasn't for the certain episodes that I didn't really care for, I probably would have given it the perfect rating. But I'm really picky when it comes to shows, so yeah. But see, here's my problem though. I don't know whether to put this as an anime review or a cartoon review. I'll just put it as a cartoon review. So, thanks for watching, everyone.